What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Welcome to another video. Appreciate you stopping by. Make sure to like and subscribe and click the clicks and like the likes, whatever you gotta do. All right, let's get into what I'm gonna be talking about today, and that has been my Marvel Rivals Season 4 and 4.5 experience. 100 ranked games, solo queue, ranked games, 100 of them. I played 100 between Season 4 and 4.5, and we're going to get into what I went through, thoughts and opinions on Season 4, what I'm thinking about Season 5, if I'm going to be doing the same challenge. All right, let's get into it. So if I'm just breaking down exactly what happened in my Marvel Rivals 100 solo queue ranked games experience between Seasons 4 and 4.5, I went 52 and 48, and that isn't even a joke. I finished my challenge pretty much 50-50. The game likes to keep you 50-50. Only one time did I really have a 9-game loss streak. That is the longest loss streak in this 100 game experience here that I had. And I think my biggest win rate was like 6, only 6. Never really got to double digits on that. Never will. Who knows? Maybe I will once. So how did the ranking actually end up? I did not push past 100. I ended up in Platinum 3 from Bronze, because in Season 3, I did not play at all. All right, let's talk about our hero selection. What did I play in my 100 games? Well, I've always been a support main since Season 0. I really launched everything going off of Mantis, C&D, obviously, Luna Snow, all that good stuff. But really, I played a lot of Mantis. But in Season 0, I also played a lot of Penny Parker, I'll tell you that much. But this is what I did in my Season 4 and 4.5. I played a lot of support, a lot of DPS, and I filled tank whenever I needed to, since I play a good Magneto, but I digress. I play an alright Magneto. So basically, my highest rate winning, you always keep it clean. You just switch off the character if you want a different win rate on the character, so you can cheese a little bit. But it was Mantis, actually. When I was playing Mantis, especially through the lower ranks till about gold, I was just kind of cruising through it. And then when everything kind of got a little bit more serious in gold, not that is too serious at all, don't get me wrong, I started switching my character more, playing a lot more Luna. I would have to go to DPS when people just hard click on Jeff and Rocket and Animal Cross in the back. But whenever I play DPS, we usually do pretty good, and that is no lie. I play Psylocke and I play Punny very well. Punny obviously was just kind of killer this season, if you ask me. I digress. I am a sup main, and that's what makes me excited for Season 5. But basically what happened with the games is I kind of went 50-50 with them, 50 and 4, 50 and 4.5, and there was a slight meta shift, right? Because of the new Daredevil character. Maybe you heard of him. But when he came out, I didn't really play him as much. I definitely played him a little bit against bots and just to learn him and range and whatnot, but I did not play him in any actual ranked games. Actually, the most fun I had whenever I switched to people is an Emma Frost, because she is just a destroyer out there on the battlefield. I'll tell you what, that's why people banned her like crazy. When we started getting to actual heavy bans, Emma Frost is banned all the time. She destroys. So I had a lot of fun playing her, actually, whenever I got to. That's kind of what the experience was. It was a 50-50, 50 and 4 and 50 and 4.5, and I stayed 50-50. The whole game experience just wanted me to stay 50-50. I'll tell you that much. The people I did have a winning rate on were Luna and my Mantis, actually, and my Punny. So I had a good win rate on 3 of the main characters that I always played. It was always when I was a tank or something, because I had to fill when I would lose, and I just feel like you get placed on those teams where everybody's filling, or I'm not really sure what's going on, but it's not like I would even be the worst on the team at the time. But you can't win them all. So I guess my top 3 moments is basically every time I had to rank up. If I launched out with my Psylocke or my Punny, because those rank up games, they make you really push, I would just destroy those lobbies and get literally 50 kills with, not even 10 deaths, and it was actually kind of nuts. I have some crazy games actually you'll be seeing in the clips, like as I'm talking. Definitely with Punny. I mean, I had some really good Invisible Woman games and Luna Snow games. I mean, I'm keeping people alive by myself with 30 health while I got Venoms jumping on the whole team and ulting people with his like 25% damage boost stuff going on. It was crazy. Well, I think it's crazy. I really like healing because you really have to think a lot more. Whenever I'm Punisher, it's shoot, switch target, shoot. You just have to have good target placement to play Punny really well and notice who's going to die the fastest, and that's just who you shoot. And I just think playing DPS is a little bit brain dead. Don't know what to tell you. It's brain dead. So anytime I would go to DPS though, on my rank up games, I usually would win it and destroy. So when I'm thinking about the games that I go through, I'm kind of wondering what my 3 biggest lessons are. And I mean, like, really some sincere advice is kind of how you're talking to your teammates, because I like being, you know, I like giving, you know, some smack talk, and I don't mind smack talk back. And I will launch at you verbally, you know, if you really want to get into it. I don't really like just start ripping on people till they start ripping on me or something, but it's literally, you cannot talk to people in this game. That is the #1 problem with this game. These people can't take an actual, genuine criticism without it going up the b-holes, and they get really, really mad. So that's lesson #1. I mean, we all probably already know that. The Marvel Rivals community is super soft. Super soft. They make the game very unplayable, even though it's a fun game. It has a lot of balancing issues, but Season 5 might be solving some of those. I mean, another thing that I'm learning about, you know, just climbing in general, especially in just solo queue. I mean, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And if you can't help that person help themselves, you kind of have to really fill a role, or it is a chopped game. So it's really just about being adaptable. And I mean, that's like switching healers, you know, if you come in as Invisible Woman, but it's just, I mean, in this season, she really pumps stuff out. So don't get me wrong, but if she can't keep it up, I mean, look at Loki. Loki got nerfed so hard, nobody even played him this season. You can't do it. So who do you go through? Well, you go through Rocket, you go through Luna, or you go through Invisible Woman. So it's not a lot of adaptability in the strategist role, which is a main problem, but still switching your character is adapting. DPS, super easy to adapt. You see a bunch of Groot walls and you're running around as Psylocke, you might want to switch to Punny and help with those Groot walls. It's super easy to adapt, and if you're not adaptable, you ain't gonna win. So that's lesson 2, adaptability. I think we all know that, especially this late into this kind of game, or if you've ever played another type of hero shooter game, especially where you got a million characters. Lesson 3 is really just a mentality thing. I think just sticking to the grind. Maybe the reason I was able to play 100 is because I knew 100 was all the games that I was going to play. Doesn't matter where I land. That's the game amount. Where I am is where I am. And that does help a little bit, even though I'm pretty sure I went insane within several moments of the actual challenge. It's kind of why I just stayed off of it after I got those 100 in. Just because you need the break from the game. You need a break from the people, a break from the meta. You know what I mean? Like, this game, it has so much going for it. But if you don't have the patience really to grind it out, you're not going to get to a high rank. So many people make so many mistakes that just cheese the game. I remember one of the games that I had 2 DCs where one of them didn't come back for over 10 minutes, and then the second DC didn't even come back at all after that first DC finally came back. And that game counts. It counts as a loss, counts against me, counts against the team. The other team, they get all the benefit. And that's just the reality of it. So you need the patience to deal with all the bull crap from the people, from the game, to actually achieve your goals. Like, I've always had a main goal of trying to hit GM on this, and I think I'm better than, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm within GM for sure, I would say. But I'll never hit GM because I don't care enough to actually sit here and just play this game to do it with these people, you know? So I'll just play something else. Look at Arc Raiders. Great game. But this isn't about that. This isn't about negativity. This is just about my 100 game solo queue experience in Season 4 and Season 4.5 as a strategist main I got a little lucky this season because everybody's trying to run, you know, triple heals for some reason for the first time ever. Mantis got her boost, and I've been a season 0 Lord Mantis OG. Don't, you know, nobody else was. Like, for real, I'm not kidding. And the thing of it is, I did enjoy this season because of it. I love playing as Mantis. I am excited for season 5 because Gambit has always been my favorite X-Men, him and Nightcrawler. So that'll be sweet. He's a strategist. I'm excited to try that out. You know, I want to do 100 games solo queue, but the point of the game I need to just kind of take into consideration is just to have fun with it. It's superheroes. I gotta not let the people bug me so much like they do. And this is the longest lesson, but that's my 3rd lesson, being patient with people, because this game will just drive you insane. So in conclusion to my experience with the 100 ranked solo queue experience in season 4 and 4.5, overall the season to me was probably around an 80 out of 100. You know, season 3 was probably a 65 out of 100. I couldn't stand that season, so that's a huge jump. I'm excited for season 5 because I think the balances are going to help a lot of things out. And what I want to see in the Marvel Rivals like world is just a little bit more patience with each other, because like literally you can preference off like, hey brother, I think you're playing fine, I just don't think this character is going to go good against their lineup. These people throw fits, they throw their fits. I just don't get it. So I just want to see some of that change. Otherwise this game's going to stay dead. It can stay dead, you know what I mean? No sweat off my back, like, but I don't want it to be. I want it to be good. So that's kind of my overall thoughts on the game. I'm still excited for it. It's going to be out for a year. Season 5 seems like it's going to bring a lot of good changes. My season 4 and season 4.5 ranked experience wasn't even all that bad, in the sense of like I stayed 50-50. I actually have a winning record. I mean, I did climb till platinum, don't get me wrong, but I'm not on the game every day grinding it out like that. You know, you'll call me the casual grinder. I play all types of different games and I play them well, you know. Average to above average at best. Read the description to my channel. Like, this is what it is. And I played a lot. I have like over 400 hours in this game. You know, there are people who are worse than me with way more. I've played with them. So in the sense of hours might not even matter. How good are you at the game? I think my gameplay kind of speaks for itself. I could keep climbing if I cared to. I don't, because in season 0, I remember being at platinum 1, literally 99, 1 away from diamond, like over 15 times. The goddamn game just wouldn't put me into diamond. And once I finally got into diamond, I climbed up to diamond 1 in like a millisecond. And then by the time that happened, the season was over. So I never got the GM because like it kept me in platinum forever. And that's when the game died in my heart. So it took a long time. Like season 4 is probably my biggest ranked grind again since season 0. And I'm not kidding. I played season 0 so much, not even streaming it. But I digress. This is about season 4, season 4.5, about an 80 out of 100. I did enjoy it. I do want to play it. I just can't stand the people on the game, and I think that's just all I want to change is a little bit more patience with them. But if they're gonna piss me off, I guess that's just what's gonna happen. They're gonna piss me off, and I'll probably just stop playing the game again until I want to come back. But overall, season 5, I'm actually really excited for it. Gambit, you looking pretty cool. So, what do you think about season 4 and season 4.5? Are you happy to see it go? Are you excited for season 5? Are you going to keep playing Marvel Rivals? And if you did make it this far, I really appreciate you. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. And I'll see you next time. Peace.